Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thanks for coming out. It is Saturday, and I am playing a little bit more Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. Hello, how's it going? Sorry I missed the last stream, which was on Wednesday. Lot of stuff was happening. Still not entirely sure if I really am comfortable with talking about some of the stuff that happened. It was wild and stupid. But anyways, I'm excited. I'm getting into the next chapter. Now, the last time that we did the game, we had just done our first witch trial, and we managed to save Aspella, but now they believe that she is now the Great Witch Bazella. Which is freaking great, you know. Burn one witch, and apparently now she's another one. Yay! Anyways, let's just go ahead and dive into the next one. Scroll that down, and we will begin. Should be ready and set to go. There we go. Sorry if I'm a little stuffy. I think what was inside my sinuses is starting to move downwards towards, like, my throat. Which is lovely. Anyway. The Great Witch. Okay, hold on. I messed around with the mic settings again. I hope everything is, nice and level and volume. Here we go. The Great Witch Bazella. The legendary witch from ancient times. She is the source of all evil, and the one who gives rise to all other witches. As long as the Great Witch Bazella is alive, there will always be witches in Labyrinthia. Apparently that is the commonly held belief. Therefore, if Bazella were to be put to the fire, there would be no further need for these trials. In other words, no Bazella, no witches, right? But how does that implicate Aspella? Good fucking question. It's just like, I don't have a clue. I don't know how this storybook works. By the way, Professor, you seem to know a lot about all this. The Professor and I have discovered a mural of the Great Witch Bazella in a room below the library. And it looked like it was painted a long time ago, that's for sure. You mean like a wall painting of Bazella? Indeed. There were some historical remains hidden beneath the library we found it there. At any rate, I'd very much like to investigate Bazella in greater detail. I'm afraid my knowledge extends no further than the legend known to the townspeople. Yeah, in that case, I guess we have no choice but to ask Aspella. Maybe she could tell us why she accused of being Bazella? I don't know. Is there a detention center here? Let's go. Well, yeah, but... didn't they tell us we can't see her for a while? Come on! We've never let that stop us before! And that, Maya, is how we always end up in all sorts of trouble. Well, fine. Just leave it to me. It's nothing that a little sweet talking can't fix. Maya, I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Hey! Look, pal! We need to see Aspella! It's a matter of life and death! I'm not sure I would qualify that as sweet talk, but rather more of a full-on assault. Did you not hear what Inquisitor Barnum said? Aspella Cantabella is currently undergoing questioning. And while that's taking place, nobody... Can't you do something? Hey, keep it down, will you? Orders are orders. No matter how many times you ask, the answer will still be no. Now, be on your way, will you? Go on, go. You know, it occurred to me off stream. She is a spirit medium. I get this strange suspicion that if we do see any spirit medium nonsense happening in this game, she is going to be put on trial as a witch. So, hopefully you don't suddenly become Mia, Maya. That would be bad. Access denied. That much is obvious, Maya. I can't believe Mr. Barnum took Aspella into custody just because of that outburst. That reminds me, something Inquisitor Barnum had said earlier has been bothering me. It was not I who made the decision. I believe that's how he put it. Yeah, that's right. So, in other words, There's someone of higher authority than Inquisitor Barnum, huh? Von Conham. That's it! We'll just go and ask that person instead. But who in Labyrinthia could have more authority than Inquisitor Barnum? Well, I know how to find out. Let's ask around, Luke. Not you again. You don't give up, do you? Like I said before, you cannot see... it's not a speller. There's someone else we'd like to see? That's right. We'd like you to take us to see the person ranked above Inquisitor Barnum. Above Inquisitor Barnum? You're not telling me that you want to see the High Inquisitor? So, they're called High Inquisitors, then? What's this? Are you seriously suggesting that you don't know of the High Inquisitor Darklaw? Hey, we wouldn't have asked if we didn't know. High Inquisitor Darklaw? That's weird. I can't help but feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Yes, deja vu. I don't want to go into the entire song, but you know. I'm sorry, but could you tell us where we can find that person? Please do me a favor and don't ask. She's not the sort of person you can just drop in and see, believe me. But there's something of importance we wish to discuss with her. You people really are fearless. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. To meet High Inquisitor Darklaw, you must go to the Inquisitor's Hall. Just be careful not to upset her. We understand. Thank you for your assistance. Is the High Inquisitor really so fearsome? Of course not. Not our High Inquisitor. She's wonderful, beautiful, intelligent, just a little strict. You don't have to go mentioning what I said about upsetting her, understood? Don't worry, you can rely on us. High Inquisitor. That title sounds really high up on the food chain, doesn't it? Apparently, if we go to the Inquisitor's Hall, we can see her there. Well, we won't achieve anything standing here. Let's go and see her. And we're off. Okay, first off, did I check? Oh, I did not. Hit coins. I've got 7. Good God. I'd better get to a certain point in the game where I just cannot come up with anything. So many candles, and yet it's so dark in here. Let's light some more. The ceiling may catch fire. Yeah, but that's our aim. This chandelier is very simple compared to the Great Archives. You know, the candle maker must be the richest person in town. We got a few more nights. I don't think I want to talk with you again, but okay. High Inquisitor Darklaw is in the Inquisitor's Hall. Even if you go there, I doubt she'll see you, though. Very well, sir. Some more candles. There's another guy I could talk to, but I probably won't help me. An old wooden bench that many woodworms would... Wait, woodworm? I've never heard of woodworm. That many woodworms would call home if they could speak. Those awaiting trial sit here, on those uncomfortable, worn-out benches. Oh, cheers, but I'd rather stand. That bench is bristling with splinters. Maybe this bench is a torture tool? Shall we try it out in your neck? No. I'm waiting for the moment where we find a ladder. I don't know. Is there... How many ladders are in olden times? I'd imagine there's probably at least one. Have a coin. Anything else? There's a doorway, but that doesn't seem to be anything. Ah, I found all the coins. It's good. Alright. So, let's move on. We can go that way. So there are no hidden puzzles over here? That's fine. It's a random old walkway. Anyone hanging out? Any bats in this corridor? Oh, shit. Ah, I can see Inquisitor Barm over there. Okay, which means that woman standing next to him must be... High Inquisitor Darklaw. They look so serious. It might be difficult to butt in. Perhaps we should wait until they finish their conversation? We are prepared for the questioning of Aspella Cantabella. She's in the Death Knell dungeon. Would you like to see her now?
Barnum, I intend to leave the questioning of the girl to you.
But if she's indeed the Great Witch, shouldn't the High Inquisitor be?
It is not necessary that I be present, and I have much faith in your abilities.
Understood. I will not let you down.
I intend to visit the scene of the crime. You take care of things here while I'm away.
The scene of the crime? You mean...
That's right. It's unlikely there are any clues left, though. Anyway, the questioning is yours, Barnum.
Yes, milady.
It looks like they've finished talking. Inquisitor Barnum?
He's just gonna be staring daggers at us, just like, you beat me in court? You, how did you get in here?
Sorry, sir. We didn't intend to eavesdrop.
Inquisitor Barnum, there's something we'd like to ask you. I've no time right now. You'd best leave. He's gone. Gone to question Espella. It would appear that we have to find what we need to know from the High Inquisitor. Oh dear. Those terrifying eyes. Hey, before we do that, can I just, like, cover every single inch of this area and make sure that there aren't any, like, loose coins? Sorry, I enjoy loose change. It's an addiction of mine. There's a coin and a sword. Well, now all I'm thinking is power coins from, like, the Power Rangers. This is oddly sensitive up and down. Jeez. Okay, we're just gonna go through the, what appears to be a box of jewelry, I think. Random pictures. Oh, we did it. Right now, I can take a look at some of the stuff inside the room. Let me see. Stuff on the board. So many memos. Magic crime is on the rise from the looks of it.
Does Mr. Barnum really need all these notes? Maybe he's just a hoarder.
Aw, a picture of smiling Barnum with his doggy. They look cute together. Does Barnum use his own desk to practice swordplay on? It's badly damaged. I did it. It's amazing that this desk hasn't collapsed yet. It's full of cracks and bits are chipped off. What a stark contrast with the tidy desk on the other side of the room. It reminds me of my own.
All these notes and documents piled up on the desk. The Inquisitors have a lot on their plates, too.
Yep, that's the legalese office. That's Barnum's armor. It makes quite an impression.
It must be difficult to walk in heavy armor like that. And imagine the heat in summer.
The armor and cape are made from the finest materials, far better than what regular knights wear. Yep, show-off bastards. A drawing of someone's scary face. Barnum has a gift for caricatures. That's Inquisitor Darklaw. The picture looks like it's used for dagger throwing practice. Shit.
I hope Mr. Barnum and Miss Darklaw have a good work relationship.
From the looks of things, no. Funny enough, I would say that the Butts draws better than Barnum does. Okay, so what else we got? We got a statue here of... Oddly enough, it's a statue that's trying to, like, show law. Which is odd. You wouldn't think there would be anything involved with law here, aside from just straight up, you know, witch trials and killing people. What a pretty lady, with a ruthless face and a scary sword ready to cut someone's head off. It may symbolize the Inquisitor's harsh but just judgment.
Labyrinthian seems to be fond of statues. They put them everywhere.
Okay, before I talk to you, anything else that I'm missing in this room? I don't know. I like all this dialogue that I've been skipping. A normal-looking painting. It feels like it doesn't belong here. It's a landscape painting of a house by the lake surrounded by beautiful red flowers.
I wonder if it's a real place somewhere in Labyrinthia.
I don't know. Is it a Bob Ross original? If that's the case, then it's probably not a real place. Anything else? Alright, I'll talk with you now.
So you are the High Inquisitor?
From the way you talk, one would think we had already met.
I'm certain we have never met before. But I did have the opportunity of seeing you at the Storytellers Parade.
Yes, high atop the world.
That's right, Professor. During the parade, she was standing right next to the storyteller.
Storyteller? Isn't he the one who,
He's known as the curator in this town.
So any person who gets to stand by his side has to be someone important, right?
Did you all just come here to stand around speculating? If so, there's a quiet cell in the dungeon which has just become vacant. You can speculate all you want in there.
In just a moment, Miss Darklaw. We have come here to talk to you.
Talk to me?
That's right. It's about this trial. We'd like to ask you about it.
Inquisitors do not make a habit of discussing the details of the trials with just anyone.
Just anyone? We, or in particular, he? Acted as Aspella's attorney. That is hardly just anyone.
That's me, alright. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
So, you're the one. You're the knight of the court who opposed Inquisitor Barnum, aren't you?
I feel like you want me to take down Barnum. Based on the fact that apparently he hates you.
I received detailed report. Yes, indeed. Most interesting. So, what would you like to know?
I should ask Darklaw about.
Aspella? Yeah, I guess we'll start off slow. Aspella was proven innocent at the last trial. Despite that, she's now been accused of being Bezella, even though there's no decisive evidence to support that claim.
Just a moment. Before we discuss that, there's one thing I need to make clear. While it's true that you acted as Aspella's defender in the last trial, that does not necessarily mean to say you will be defending her again.
Hey, come on, man. Let me give it a shot. Give it a shot? What do you mean? Just because the trial is different, that doesn't change the fact that I'm her attorney.
The charge against Aspella Cantabella is of the gravest nature.
You mean the charge that she's the Great Witch Bezella?
What makes you think the accused wants you to defend her again?
I mean, we're real good friends at this point. I've defended her twice and succeeded. Does that mean if Aspella doesn't ask Nick to defend her again, then he can't request to be her defense attorney?
Correct. The Great Witch Bezella is the source of all other witches. Her defender could, by their own words, place themselves in great danger. Knowing Aspella's kind nature, I don't think she'd want to subject anyone to that risk. That's why she kept quiet earlier.
Oh dear. All right, is that your game? Yeah. Just like try and keep me off the tracks of this little case by scaring her. I've put myself in worse situations. Admittedly, it wasn't with witches and it wasn't with the potential of death. But you know,
However, Aspella is at the very moment undergoing questioning, is she not? And there's a possibility she may be cleared of the suspicion of being a witch.
That's right! There can't possibly be evidence of Aspella actually being a witch. So how could anyone prove she is? Just how well do you people really think you know Aspella? On what grounds can you say she's not a witch, or that there's no evidence? I'd be glad to give you have you explain that to me.
that's not fair. Yeah, but nothing is fair for the defenses. Always gotta prove everything. Prove every little speck and whatever. Alright, well, let's talk about the Great Witch, shall we?
We are certainly not experts when it comes to the Great Witch Bezella. So could you perhaps tell us about this particular witch? To begin with, is the Great Witch not just a figure of legend?
The Great Witch Pazella does exist. That is a fact accepted by all the townsfolk. In the past, the Great Witch Pazella used her evil power to burn the entire town.
She burned the town.
Professor, we saw that witch in the picture in the library. She was burning the town. If the Great Witch Pazella used her powers, the town could burn again, as it did long ago. We have to capture Pazella before that can happen.
But there's no way Espella could ever do something like that. One thing I'd really like to know is why Espella, of all people, is suspected of being Pazella.
Their names are similar. That's it. That's all the evidence we need. This writer wasn't very clever with names.
That's our only hint.
Of course, there is one reason.
One reason? I should ask Darklaw about that one reason.
From what you've told us so far, it seems there's something about Espella that we do not yet know. Something which makes this townsfolk, and you yourself, believe that she is the Great Witch Pazella.
Could you tell us what reason it is?
That's something you will have to investigate.
Shit.
As the High Inquisitor, do you think it would be in my best interest to provide you with that information? Oh, please, if you could just tell us a little more. I don't have to tell you anything. If you really want to know, find out for yourselves.
Then at least let us see Espella. So, Inquisitor Barnum is questioning Espella right now, is that right?
Yes, he is. So, seeing her tonight would be difficult. Try coming back tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Alright, fine. We'll try again tomorrow.
That we will!
Again, I feel like we're, like, heading right into a trap. It's like,
You won't be able to see her tomorrow. I hope you all realize how this will look to the people of this town. When they see you all supporting the person suspected of being the Great Witch Pazella.
when it comes to rescuing Espella, I'm not worried about what people think.
And I feel the same way as Mr. Wright.
That is what I was hoping to hear. At the very least, you should investigate. And I pray I don't see disappointment in your eyes in the next time we meet.
Now, if you'll excuse me. Are we gonna find, like, this game's gumshoe? That would be amazing. Hey, Nick, I was thinking. We've met her before, haven't we? Yeah, we have, in that trial back in England.
Huh? Then who on earth is she?
I'm not entirely sure, but at that time she was a teacher from a boarding school for girls.
Was she indeed? It would seem Labyrinthia is packed full of puzzles. And this is one puzzle that I would really like to solve.
Okay then, leave it to me. I'll give it my best shot. Where shall we begin?
While I appreciate your enthusiasm, Luke, I wonder if it might be better to first return to the bakery. Miss Eclair is no doubt worried about us. We should let her know what the situation.
Oh dear, her. Right, we need to tell her all about the trial. And the fact that, you know, her little, daughter? Apprentice? I don't know. Little worker bee is a witch. I have a feeling that's not gonna go too well.
I think you did very well, Mr. Wright. I'm sure she'll understand.
She's like a mother to Espella. She must be worried sick about her. Okay, everyone, let's head back and tell her everything. Hunting we will go.
How the court proceedings went, and the way the townspeople reacted. Espella, it would seem you do indeed have a secret.
Again, the plot mounts. Ah, a mystery. Oh, except it's a mystery about... Yes, standing alongside the storyteller during the parade indicates her high standing and the power she wields. The storyteller's wife. Ah.
Whew, I feel like it's been a while since we've been out here in the fresh air.
Indeed. Shall we head back to the bakery?
He's a dog!
Hey, puppy.
Oh, are you Inquisitor Barnum's puppy? Yikes! Whoa, he's one frisky little pup. He's a cute little guy, huh? Oh, you're just begging to be petted, aren't you, boy? Good boy. Good little doggy. Rough, barkity darp. See? See? Look, Nick, he's so happy. He's showing his teeth like he's smiling. I'm not so sure dogs show their teeth when they're happy. Don't be such a spoil sport. Come on, try petting him. I don't know. I think, didn't we learn in one of the previous Phoenix Wright episodes, like, isn't he bad with animals? I forget. Alright, let me give this a shot. Come here. Here, boy. Mr. Wright! Don't pet him! Duh. Yeah, that's about right. No! Duh! Wow, became like a were-dog out of nowhere. I guess even cute little puppies have a bite worse than their bark.
Are you alright, Mr. Wright?
I tried to warn you. How do you know? I guess you can't always judge a dog by his looks.
He may look cute, but what he was saying wasn't cute at all.
What do you mean? By what he was saying? I can speak to dogs!
That's right, Miss Faye. Luke can understand what...
Oh, what the fuck? Didn't expect that. I was just making jokes, but alright. Wow, that's amazing! It's like magic! Luke, you have magic powers just like the witches do. Given the current circumstances, I'm not so sure that's a good thing. I wish I could talk to animals. Or love to talk to a puppy. Or even to a speller's cat, Eve.
That puppy's way of talking reminded me a lot of Inquisitor Barnum.
He said something like, I'll only say this once, Sir Blue Knight. Constantine, do not permit you to stroke me. Or words to that effect. So the dog's name is Constantine, huh?
Perhaps that could have been Inquisitor Barnum's dog.
I'm sure of it. He ran off in the direction of the Inquisitor's hole. Maybe he's going to meet his master.
That dog's just like his owner. Constant. Constantly barking, constantly biting Nick, and constantly adorable. How is he, by the way? He's just like lying on the floor, bleeding out. Maybe we should get him to the hospital. Or like, write him out of the story.
So, Maya, you mean you really believe in my ability?
Trust me, Luke. When it comes to people and their special abilities, nothing surprises me. I have a few myself, you know. Okay, then. Let's get back to the bakery. Come on, Nick. Let's go. Nah, I guess so. I think I've been bitten enough for one night. By dog and by his owner. Again, I was expecting we were gonna like cut back and he'd just be pale as all hell. Just like, help! Okay, is there anything hidden about this place? The Witch's Court is like a crossbreed of a courthouse and an execution place. I wonder why it's built so far away from the rest of town.
This deep in the forest, no one can hear the screams of burning witches.
However magnificent, this courthouse looks... the trials that take place inside are an ugly matter.
And creepy. Okay, let me check the torches. Hello? Coins, please. Hello. There we go. Up to 80. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This just seems like a little bit ridiculous just how many coins I have. I really hope I don't get to a point where it's just like... it's one of those things, like, I save everything, like a gigantic sum of potions that I'm just sitting on for the entire time that I'm playing a game. And then it turns out, oh, I could have been using those the entire freaking time. Whoopsies. I mean, you never know! Oh, hello. Okay, is there anything up above here? What's this? Oh, another owl flew by.
Professor, I saw another owl.
Owls are nocturnal animals. This forest seems to sustain quite a large population.
Very well. I think that's about it. So yeah, let's head back into town, shall we? Road to the court. The dim, foreboding forest pathway, road sign stands, fork in the road. Cool. Are we gonna run into anybody? Well, I hope we run into the, you know, the area where the investigation's supposed to be taking place. Either that or I'll run into the bakery first. I have no freaking clue. Okay, so I found one coin there. A little bit more in the brush. Right, let's take a look at some of the stuff in here. The letters on the signpost are so worn out by the elements that it's almost impossible to read it.
This way goes to the courthouse, that one to the shopping district. But what about the other one?
Let's find out where the path leads some other time. Let's not get lost. It's very, very dark. We don't want to get mugged, because we don't have fire powers to defend ourselves with.
There's a sizable candle inside. It can probably last all night.
The stone lantern's design is quite to my liking.
Who put that here? It totally doesn't match the style of anything else in this town.
Freddy, huh? Now try coming here at night on your own. The lone lantern would be a scary sight. Whoa, spooks.
It is very dark in there. It should not be dangerous, but we'd better be careful.
To think that a big forest like that just outside of town.
Do you think this forest is infested with witches?
Ah, God. A bunch of like cross-shitty witches, and just like they pull out their cauldrons and start chanting incantations to try and kill us. Hello. What the fuck? Exclamation point.
Did you see the leaves moving in that tree over there?
Yes, I did. I wonder what it could be. Perhaps there's a bird up there. Ah, yes, it's an English swallow. No. No, wait, it's a European swallow.
Wait. Is a European swallow an English swallow? Oh my God, what are you doing here?
Waddy-da, floating down. Huh?
I must say, this is a surprise. I didn't expect you to drop in like that.
What were you doing up in that tree? Hoo-hoo, I can tell you that. I can't tell you that. It's a maiden secret. Is that so? Do you want to know why? No, it's okay. I suppose I can tell you anyway. I was searching for flowers.
In the trees? You climbed up that tree to find flowers? You certainly are an active young lady.
I thought of a good way to appeal to the man of my dreams, you see. I'm going to create a flower bouquet like ones in fairies, the fairies would make.
And my head over heels, yes. Oh, okay, puzzle. Random hidden puzzle, cool. Oh, it's a flower fairy there. Okay. The 30 picker rats are at stake. A flower with very unique petals sits in a garden. However, it seems as if the petals are not correctly arranged. The flower pixie thinks they should be arranged so that each petal is next to a petal of either the same color and shape. Touch a petal once to pluck it, and again to place it. I see. So this is a little bit like a game of Uno. Okay, I think I getcha. Alright. This one would not be next to... Well, you? You? I feel like I'm going to stumble into the answer by complete accident. I guess, does it need to be... Okay, my only guess is that they need to be the... yeah, same shape or same color on both sides of the leaf. I feel like at this stage I'm going to need a hint coin. Yeah. Let's see. Begin with a simple first step. Gather all the petals of similar color and arrange them together. Okay, alright. Oh! No! I did it!
See what you think of this.
Thank you, hit coin.
you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
Thank you, sir. Beautiful. What a lovely arrangement of petals. The pixie seems very pleased. That was a nice little brain teaser. If I give him a bouquet such as this, would he ever fall head over heels for me? Oh, I can't wait for the day when I can meet him again. Very well, strange lady. I think that's everything here. Yes, let's get the hell out. Right, we're heading back to the bakery. Phoenix, Maya, where are you back so late? Yeah, sorry, we're so late. It's just that, well, we, about Aspella. What are you two looking so glum about? I was so surprised. Huh? Just how is it that you could do such a brilliant job as a defender? It was wonderful the way you proved Aspella innocent. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And not at all. No need to thank me. After all, Aspella is still... I know, Phoenix. Oh, were you watching the trial? I certainly was, Maya. There's no need for you to look so glum. No reason, rather. Everybody is so bloodthirsty. Everybody's, like, out to watch somebody burn. The way I stood up to the Inquisition. In all my life, I've never seen anything like it. That outstretched arm, that pointing finger, it was truly a sight to behold, Phoenix. Boss? That's why I'm not at all worried. Yeah? Because I believe in you, Phoenix. And I know you'll rescue Aspella again. You will rescue her, won't you? I will. I'll be there for her no matter what. Right to the very end. That's a promise now, you hear? Now then, you must both be tired after all you've been through. You must have a good rest. And that means you two gentlemen as well. Oh, do you mean us? Now, of course. Why, if it hadn't been for you two, Phoenix couldn't have done what he did.
Thank you, madam.
Perhaps I should be, bring out another extra large loaf for our young apprentice here. No, please, no. No, I mean, I'm fine, really. But thanks for the offer. Nick, we have to give it all we got, for the boss's sake. Have you got that right?
It might be difficult to rest right after a trial like that, but tonight perhaps we should all try to get a good rest, and Miss Eclair suggests.
I agree, Professor. Tomorrow's a new day, after all.
Let's go inside then. If we don't take that rest, we won't be able to do our business tomorrow. I hope Aspella is able to rest for tonight as well.
I do a good Layton voice? Thank you, Benji. I appreciate that. Okay, well, we could head inside, but there's probably puzzles and stuff just, like, littered around town, correct? Not entirely sure. What's happening?
There's a butcher next to the fishmonger. It's still open.
Extended opening hours? That's convenient. Do you think they'd take pounds as pennies?
I think we've all got a bit hungry. We seem to be noticing only food.
Late night shops. Good, and it's not a McDonald's, so I'm fine with that.
Ooh, phosphorescent anglerfish.
And that would be octopus over there. It looks belligerent and ready to spray the potential buyers with ink.
Shit.
They've sold out of most of their products today.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's how fresh fish works. They go out, catch the fish, hope they get it off the shelf before they become particularly rank. Anything else I could be doing? I'm sure there's a ton. Let me see. Center of town, why not? And random folks just sitting around. Random sprites that I cannot talk to. So since I grabbed all the coins from this area, they wouldn't show up again, correct? I'm pretty sure that's the case.
The fountain looks marvelous illuminated by the lights.
They don't seem to use electricity for light. There must be torches on the inside of the trough at the base.
The statue has a different air about it at night. Terrifying. He's haunted.
No. Oh, hello. What did it?
The cat that was here earlier has gone off somewhere.
Might have gone for a patrol around the territory.
Cats sleep so much during the day that they're full of energy at night.
Oh, most definitely. I have a couple of cats, and oh, jeez. It's like just running up and down stairs, doing all this ridiculous nonsense. Just like, where does this energy come from? Oh, I don't know. I tend to try and continue to like, just poke them and keep them awake during the day. That way they pass out during the night. It's like, no, more love, more cuddles. And they're extremely passive. Just like, okay, yeah, sure, pet me.
You can hear hammer strikes even at night.
Ugh. Must be horrible for the people who live next door.
He may have received an urgent order. You can tell from the sound that he's very keen on the work.
Town feels somewhat desolate at night, so seeing shops like this brightens up my mood a little.
Oh, that's a super cute helm. It would look awesome on the professor. I can't see it. I'm sorry, a gentleman does not wear a helmet.
A hat, most definitely. Not a helm. Few lights are on at night around here, giving this place a very different atmosphere.
These are some fancy street lights. What's that burning inside?
London street lights used to be powered by gas, but that is not the case here.
Old-timey architecture and structure. I think I talked about this on a previous stream of mine, but I remember they were severely tearing up the roads around here in town. To the point where they were actually like breaking up the earth beneath all the roads that's been sitting there for years and years. And they ended up finding pavers here.
The middle of the road is paved with white cobblestones.
These cobblestones surrounding the surround the shopping district. This must be the main street.
If you follow the white lines, you won't get lost.
But no, they broke up the street, and they found basically stuff very similar to this on the underside of it, because like the roads had been there for such a long period of time, ever since like the early 1900s. So it was just funny to see that. It's like, and now they've got to carve all that stuff out and replace it with a good little bit of earth as well as proper tar, so that it doesn't just get torn the ever-loving hell up every year. Is anybody looking for a puzzle?
Unlike in the other parts of the town, buildings here are tall and magnificent.
He looks quite posh.
Many of the houses have shops on the ground floor and living quarters above.
I can see why they chose to do the parade here. Just look at these fancy houses. Did you just get here, Phoenix? Yeah, we were just talking about the houses. Let's see.
The opposite side is not very well lit, so it's hard to see anything from here.
The great archive, towering above us against the dark skies, looks truly imposing.
At night, it looks more like a place to test your courage, rather than read books.
Right. I love how the Great Archive just looks like a gigantic open book. It's a nice visual cue.
It's bright here even after dusk.
Perhaps the light helps dispel Labyrinthia's fear of witches.
But witches can cast fire, so therefore...
Is it just my imagination, or are there fewer people around? Have they all gone home because of that story?
I mean, also it's nighttime. Most people are only functional during the day. And I imagine this town would be very much one of those towns that would not care about being up at the late end hours. Unless that's your occupation. Okay, anything else? I mean... I've combed through a whole lot of this area. I feel like I've basically... What are the chances I'm going to find another hidden puzzle? They're not, like, labeled on the outside of these things, are there? Oh, I see there's some coins I need to collect here. I'll do that. Hello, gentlemen. It's okay, sirs. I'm not a street rat. As far as you know. Yep. Riff raff. Street rat. I thought I saw my magnifying glass glow there. Hello. Yeah, very boring out here. I'm just curious. Like, I know it'd probably spoil things, but I'm very curious to know how many... Clearly it says there's a number indicator that shows that this thing could go into the 100s. How many hint coins could there possibly exist in this game? You know... Something tells me that there aren't any hidden puzzles, and I'm just kind of wasting my time here. So I'm gonna enter here, and hidden puzzles with that. No. I guess I'll meet downstairs first.
Well then, let's all turn in for the night.
Right. Sleepy times.
Is that you, Maya?
Hey, Luke. What's the matter? Can't sleep?
I kind of woke up, but then I guess you did too, right? You're worried about Espella, aren't you?
Yeah.
After all, you were living here together. She must be like a member of the family. But you and Mr. Wright found yourselves here in Labyrinthia, just like me and the Professor, didn't you?
It seems that way. Even though we've supposedly been living here for 5 years now. But those memories didn't exactly turn out to be real. I've got no idea how I even had that kind of memory in the first place. On top of that, even the boss seemed to have the same exact memory of us. She's done so much to take care of us. When I think about it, I can't help but feel like we were deceiving her, you know?
I don't think you have any reason to feel that way, Maya. It's not your fault that your memories have changed. And even if the memories are different, I'm sure your feelings for Missy Claire and Espella are real.
I get, but no, or they've been planted. That could very easily be the case. They might be real, but they weren't your own. Hate to be a downer. You're so right, Luke. Thanks, Luke. I feel way better now.
Not at all. It's nothing.
All right. I'm going to try real hard and get my beauty sleep. I'll be up faster than you can say good night. You're going to wake up everybody in the neighborhood by screaming.
I'm not so sure beauty is achieved by sleeping, or that sleep is something you can try hard at, but I'm definitely ready to sleep. Maya, did you just say something?
Me? I didn't say anything.
But I'm sure I heard something. Maybe it was from outside?
I wonder what it was. Let's go have a look. That doesn't sound dangerous at all. Someone's gonna corner you and make you out to be a witch. Hey, isn't that Patty over there?
It looks like she's searching for something.
Oh dear. Eve! Koi! Eve! Goodness me, where could that cat have gone?
She doesn't normally go wandering off at this time of night.
I suppose you're worried about Espella too, aren't you? Oh, Espella. I wonder what she's doing right now. Is she crying herself to sleep? Don't worry, Espella. You've got friends here. And we're gonna make sure you come home safe to us. Safely. Yeah. I wish the text was faster. And when you do, we'll all sit down and have a nice dinner together.
Boss? She's worrying so much about Espella. She looks so sad.
She really does. This must be so hard for her. Well, darn. Maya, I've got a great idea! Let's do a prison escape! No. Let's go find Eve for her!
If Eve still isn't back by the time a speller comes home, she'd miss her for sure. And Mr. Clare could relax a little too.
Luke, you're a little genius. Let's go and find Eve for a Spella and Patty. But I wonder where she could have gone.
We'll probably find her quicker if we ask around a bit. Eve is easy to recognize. She looks quite distinctive and has that scarf around her neck, but she's a black cat, and it's nighttime. I'm sure someone must have seen her, or nobody has because it's dark.
Correction, you're not just a little genius, you're a super mega huge genius.
It's nothing. I mean, I am the professor's apprentice.
Let's get this show on the road. How about we start by looking around the town center?
Right you are, Maya, but we better take care since we'll be in the streets at night.
Don't worry though, if anything happens, you can rely on me. It's the job of every gentleman to protect a lady. Let's go, Maya. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I trust a 10-year-old with defending me against like a mugger. As the grown-up here, I can't help but feel it should be me who's doing the protecting. Right, now there's probably stuff in town. Okay, so... the town center, eh? Which one of these is, North Park Avenue. I mean, this is basically town center, the entirety of it, correct? Oh, no, this is town center, never mind. There's actual named place, named town center, cool.
Miss Maya, do you have any idea what kind of shop this is?
I vaguely remember someone telling me this is where all the bottle enthusiasts gather.
Say again? Bottle enthusiasts? That's weird.
Or maybe we're weird. Well, this is town center. This is where cats usually go.
Stray cat sleeps here during the day but disappears at night.
Maybe it left because it found the ultimate barrel and this one just doesn't compare anymore.
If it was still here, I could have asked about Eve. Well, shite.
There doesn't appear to be anybody in the area. She's not in the fountain. I thought she could have gone for a swim.
Cats generally hate water, but there may be some that do like it.
I've seen some video of some cats that they just like walk through fountains of water like it's no big deal. So yeah. But is that Eve is the question. My guess is no. Nope. Okay. Let's try going clockwise. Ooh, hello. We got a gentleman here we could talk to.
You seem to be really into helms, Miss Maya. I thought you could only get this enthusiastic about food.
Well, they're the coolest headgear. Let's get one for the professor. He'll love it. Here.
I don't think he'll... Let's ask him first.
Yeah, don't write it off just yet. Hello, sir.
Excuse me?
What is it, lad? You have something you wish to sell?
I forget what anybody's voice is here, so I'm probably going to be swapping through a bunch of Cockney accents.
Must be serious for a young fellow, my lad like yourself, to be visiting my shop at this hour.
What kind of store is this anyway? I only see a bunch of pots and junk here.
This is a pawnbroker shop, madam, so pray tell, what is it you're selling?
We're not exactly here on business, we're just looking for a cat.
I'm selling the cat. There you go. Oh, is it yours? I'll sell it back to you.
It's a cute black cat called Eve. You haven't seen her, have you?
Black cat, you say? I have a feeling I may have seen it, but then again...
Yes?
Oh, it's no good. I felt I was about to remember for a moment, but I got things in my mind and I'm finding it hard to concentrate, you see. If only I could solve this puzzle.
Oh, are you talking about a puzzle? Because I could totally solve it for you. Sorry! Just like that.
I'll help out too. Maya's still a newbie when it comes to solving puzzles.
Okay, Luke, we can do this, can't we? Zvari! Just like that.
Let's get to it, madam. Remember, the mice have been bothersome. I want to catch the mice that have been causing trouble in the shop and teach them a lesson.
Sorry! So we popping mice on the head? Masquerade. Ah, those adorable little illustrations. 8 mice have been separated into 2 groups. The blue group contains good, honest mice. The orange group contains devious mice. Look at the example on the upper screen and separate the 8 mice into the correct group. It seems pretty freaking easy if this is as direct as it possibly could be. See, the problem is, like, their skin colors, they don't seem to be 100% the exact same. Maybe I'm crazy, but it seems like they're not the exact same. Let's go for you over there. You've got the darkest colors of that one, so I think that works. That's the closest matchup I could possibly come up with.
Let's do it, Miss Moya.
Damn!
Oh man, that was no good.
Remember, appearances are not always what they seem. Oh, shit. Appearances mean everything, goddammit. Alright. I don't know what portion of this they're trying to make me figure this out on, so I'm gonna spend 1 hit coin. The gray mouse wearing the crown actually belongs to the orange group. I also think it might have to do with tails as well, perhaps. You know, I'm still a little bit confuzzled. I'm gonna see what the other hints would be. The mouse with the white mustache belongs in the orange... What? Wait, what? Seriously? Both of them? Because the mouse with the white mustache... That's you. Alright, I'm completely lost. I think I'm just gonna, like, spend the money on all these. The mouse wearing the crown and the mouse with the white mustache have 2 things in common. Work that out, and... Oh, and I've cracked the puzzle! Okay, getcha. Alright, both of them have something in common. What do they have in common? So their tails are pointing downwards. Meanwhile... we've got those that are pointing down. And these that are pointing up. So maybe it has something to do with the tail.
Let's do it, Luke.
Hey, there we go.
Yes, we did it!
Hopefully it gives me an explanation. Nicely done. The mice's clothing and color are not relevant. The telltale signs was the directions of their tails. Cool. All right. It's a little bit broken. I didn't think you'd solve such a difficult puzzle so easily. I'm quite impressed. All right, that settles it then. I'm the professor's new apprentice. Oh, I think not. The professor has only one apprentice, and that's me. So you two want to talk about a cat, or don't you? Oh, of course we do. We very much would like to hear about the cat. So, Mr. Pawnbroker, what can you tell us?
Well, I haven't actually seen the cat, but I'm certain I overheard the minstrel near the fountain singing a song about a black cat.
Near the fountain. Got it. Thank you. We'll go and take a look there.
Wasn't the fountain located over at the town center? Yeah. How convenient that he is now over there. Hello, Minstrel. So what you got going on?
Good evening, sir. There's something we'd like to ask you.
Very quiet for a bard.
What's the matter? You're a bit quiet this evening, aren't you?
I wonder what's up. Sore throat, maybe? C'est la vie, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
I have no choice but to retire, c'est la vie. Oh, his strings must be broken. Yikes! Alas, our rival has up and appeared, so how can I sing when I'm so afeared? A simple bard just cannot compete with a rival that strong, he cannot be beat.
Please, calm down. What do you mean?
Oh, that bard with a parrot on his shoulder, wrapped in colors, he couldn't be bolder. When he sings it is with such grace, he draws the eyes of all in his place. That's Bartley Bard's named Bardley. No bird sits on his shoulder, dressed so drably he could hardly compete with the bard who is bolder. Sigh.
It would seem some amazing new rival has appeared.
Really, what was your first hit? What was me? Alright, so let's sabotage him. Let's pour, like, I don't know, hydrofluoric acid into his pants. Well, for starters, you could try peeking up a little. Oh, perking up. Perking up. I need some color to cheer up my day. I need some color to replace the gray.
You need color.
For example, bright colors such as these. Oh, cool. Maze painting. The stained glass window above has been beautifully painted using 4 bright colors. Paint a similar stained glass window so that each neighboring color is different. Think carefully of where each color should go. Okay, alright. So I need to paint it so that it's different colors every single time. Interesting. Oh dear fucking lord. I feel like I might want to work from the center out. Oh, I only have 1 yellow. Shit. Well, okay. I'm gonna try and use the yellow right in the center then. Nice little paint ninja. Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna try and paint these blue. Green, yellow, blue. Oh shit. How do I go about this? Let me see. Green. Red. Blue. Green. Blue, red. I feel like I'm like messing it up severely, but or not. Dang. All right, that seemed a bit easy. Wait.
As you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
It was literally just coloring. Nothing like a few splashes of color to really brighten up a window. I figured yellow was going to be the one in the center, just because if you're really limiting that, then let's just put it at the most prominent spot.
Look at this, Mr. Bardley. The colors are beautiful. Come on, cheer up. A minstrel isn't judged by appearances. He's judged by his songs. I'm certain that there are many people who love hearing your songs, Mr. Bardley.
Absolutely. I, for one, would love to hear more of your songs. Really? Yes, really. Really, truly?
Yes, truly, really.
Sing, you fool. Oh, yes, you're right. Now I feel reborn. There's no reason for me to feel so forlorn. I shall sing to you, to my heart's content, morn, noon, and night, on and on and on. I won't give up without a fight. Son of a bitch. Keep it within scansion, damn it. That's more like it. At least he's perked up enough to continue singing.
Yeah, too right. That's a relief.
In return for the cheer that you did bring, now more than ever, I'll continue to sing.
You're very welcome.
Still, it seems like there's another minstrel somewhere in town.
Oh, ho, kind ado, what could it be?
What brings you to Bardley? What would you ask of me?
Oh, I almost forgot.
Right, that bum cat.
Mr. Bardley, have you seen a black cat anywhere around here?
I've seen it. I've seen a black cat. Since you are asking, I'll sing about that. A beautiful black cat with fur so sleek, chased and chased, ran to the main street. 3 nights gave chase, but it didn't last. The cat got away by running so fast.
That's it, Luke! Eve must have gone to the main street. Come on, Maya, let's go that way.
Yeah, you mentioned something about Eve being chased. You better hurry. Why would they be chasing a cat? What did that cat do? That cat has committed murder. Seize him. Yeah. So, Main Street. East. West. Main Street, is that up here? I think so. That's the Great Archive. Main Street is down then? Yes. Oh, there's actually a hint coin that I missed. Ah, yes, the nightly night. I see.
Stalls like these look more appealing at night rather than during the day.
It's the ambience of a stall that makes a difference. Is it? I don't know. There are, like, Renaissance fairs that I've seen around here. I've never really been interested in going to them. Just like, it smells. And there are so many people in sweaty costumes. This shop's closed. We should have come during business hours.
It's so late, the shopkeepers have already gone home.
Hello. Hint coin. Okay, I'll talk to the knights. Hello. What's up, friends? If we don't hurry up and find that cat, it'll get away from us. Come on, give me a break. Just how long do you intend to chase after a cat? If we don't get back to our post, the cats are gonna blow us up. Oh, God. You love how I give the same voice to every single one of the knights, just because I'm like, no, you're all the exact same NPC. Even so, I'm sure that cat was a stray. Surely it's part of the code of chivalry to rescue people and animals without distinction. Oh, we've done nothing but chase it around! Sheesh, why did you have to be in our squad?
Did you hear that, Maya? Those notes are talking about a cat.
Yep, and I bet they're talking about Eve.
Let's ask them. Excuse me, sir. We're looking for a black cat. And we overheard you talking about a cat.
We're looking for a black cat wearing a purple neck scarf. A cat, you say? That must be. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't those two the ones who gave Inquisitor Bonham such a hard time at the trial? Oh, please put that away. There's a cat on the loose. Aha! These are the ones, all right. They were with that defender. What business could you possibly have with us? Be off with you, or feel our wrath. I know nothing of this cat you seek.
But I heard you were talking about it chasing a cat.
Yeah, I heard you too. You were worried about him or her escaping. Even so, I don't know what I don't know what I don't know and can't tell you what I can't tell.
Come on, just tell us. We need to find her.
You can ask as much as you like. But we know nothing, saw nothing, heard nothing. We are the three stupid apes. Well, let's see how this works. Use a little bit of logic. 3 disgruntled knights claim to have seen Eve wander by down the street. Sadly, they are not very cooperative and have supplied a rather dubious set of clues. Use the maps and the knight's clues to trace Eve's paths through the town, starting at S and ending at the cat icon. This adds an extra step involved, which is I'm technically going by one night before I make that turn. But there is a point in the bend. See, I don't know. This seems broken. I don't know if this works. Screw it.
Let's do it, Miss Moya.
Nope. Shit.
Oh man, that was no good.
Special attention to the clues given by the knights. Oh, by the knight in the middle. Let me try and drop another hint coin. Pay attention to the clue given by the knight on the right. There is only one path you can follow where the statue is on the left side. This would have a turn to the left. This would be out of order. But, you know, with these With these knights, I wouldn't be surprised. But this would go straight through the center of town at one point. And yes, it does have a path where it goes to the left. And this is kind of a cockamamie way of doing so. But I'm going to guess this.
Let's do it, Luke.
There, okay. Took me a minute.
We did it!
And only 15 pickerats to my name. Cat-tastic. It looks as if Eve took a little stroll to the center of town. Follow after her! Seen nothing, heard nothing, know nothing, and we're not going to We've worked out where Eve is, Maya, and you know where she's going, don't you? I sure do. Looks like she ran off towards the town square. No, we didn't even tell you. How did you work it out? Did you read our minds? No, the answer was in the puzzle. What puzzle? Witches! Say, shouldn't you be getting back before the captain goes ballistic? Touche! We're close to finding Eve, Luke. Right, let's go find her before she goes running off somewhere else. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I can really get used to this whole puzzle-solving thing. You know, it's like the moment I saw the answer, it just felt so right. And I was right. Hey, I was right too, you know. Anyway, let's go. Enough showboating, both of you. Alright, so town center. Wasn't that, Town center? Shopping area. Okay, town center is here. Good God. This cat has a lot of traction. Oh, follow Eve to the square. Hold on a minute. Looks like Eve now has gone to the town square. Let's pick up the pace and follow her. Okay. Town square? What? Oh, okay. Oopsies. Gotcha. Sorry. Got turned around there. Hopefully this cat stops moving. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, son of a bitch. Why? It's you! High Inquisitor Dark Law! Sup?
Oh, if it isn't you two, isn't it a bit late for you to be out here strolling around?
Maybe. Do you transform into cat? That just occurred to me. Have you been spying? Okay, that... Yeah, I smell something interesting and it's not cat dander. Come on.
So what are you doing here anyway?
You seem a little different somehow.
Well, well. Aren't you quite the inquisitive ones? I'm the inquisitor here, remember? Anyway, I happen to be on duty.
On duty? This late at night?
As long as there are witches in this town, there will always be crimes of magic.
Crimes of magic, you say? It's almost as if you know a lot about magic, witch!
I'm directing the Knight's inquiry into a certain incident involving this bell tower.
A certain incident?
Three months ago, an alchemist residing not far from here was murdered. Naturally, it was at the hand of a witch.
Did you say an alchemist? Crazy mad scientist. A witch murdered an alchemist using magic! That's terrible. And also ridiculoso.
Indeed, it was a dreadful incident, and it is the only case to remain unsolved.
The only incident to remain unsolved?
That's the reason we are working on it through the night. Go home to the comfort of your beds. We wouldn't want you meeting a witch now, would we?
Hey, I'm no child, you know! Yes, you are. That's we, Luke. We happen to be searching for a cat. It's a black cat called Eve.
Eve...
Hey, have you seen her?
I have seen no sign of any cat. Not around here. Oh, really?
But she has to be somewhere nearby. Come on, Luke. Let's look around a bit more.
Yeah, right you are, Maya. Well, thank you, High Inquisitor Dark Law. Maya Fey.
Yes? What is it? Wait, that's weird. I don't remember telling you my name.
There are witches in the most unlikely of places.
Like right in front of us!
You must remain vigilant.
What did she mean by that?
Hey, Maya, over here! I found Eve! What's the matter? Come on!
Yeah, okay. I'm coming. Again, oddly strange that we found the cat immediately after she disappeared. Anyway. She is the High Inquisitor and leader of the Inquisition. Her stance on witches and witchcraft is strict, as is her attitude towards her subordinates. I feel like this is a witch trying to keep other witches from being witches. Hey, Floof.
Eve, we found you, finally!
Hello.
I'm so glad you're safe. Spella would be so upset if anything happened to you.
She sure would, Luke. She said that Eve is a real friend. Hopefully the boss will feel better too when we get Eve back home.
I'm sure she will. Come on then, let's go back to the bakery.
Suspicious.
Maya, don't you get those urges to open up all the boxes and see what's inside? It's like Christmas. Except it's more thievery than anything.
Hello! Anyone home? Can I assist you in ordering freshly baked bread from the bakery?
You're so business-minded, Miss Maya, but maybe you shouldn't yell under people's windows at night. Maybe not.
Fountain. I used to come here with Nick. He'd carry the water pots and I'd cheer him on. It's so weird, all these strange memories that have been implanted into our heads. How long have we all been here is what I want to know. Oh, we don't come back out like 5 years later. It's like, wouldn't it be great if this is how Phoenix managed to lose his license? It's just like, you've been gone for eons! Like, yeah, you've just entirely been written out of the storybook. Or, you know, the history books, rather. Sorry, Mr. Wright, you're gonna have to re-sign yourself up as being a defense attorney. But I don't want to do that. You know what? I think I'm just gonna become a pianist. That took us longer than I thought it would. I wonder if everyone's asleep.
It's getting close to daybreak. We should enter quietly and try not to wake up.
Marv.
Where on earth could those two have gone? After what happened earlier, you'd think they'd know better than to go wandering out at night like this.
It's getting bright out already. I'm starting to worry that they came across a witch. Oh, we did, definitely.
If they don't show up soon, I suggest we all go looking for them.
After a trial like that, it makes me wonder where they get their energy from. Meow meow. Gotta love that one stock cat sound effect.
Oh, Eve, where were you?
Ah, good morning, everyone. What do you mean, good morning? Where have you two been this whole time? Sorry. We didn't expect to be gone for so long.
I'd have thought you'd known better, Luke. What were you doing out at this hour?
Sorry, Professor. We went looking for Eve.
Looking for Eve, you say?
You mean you were both concerned that Eve was missing?
Well, when Espella comes home, she'll want Eve here to meet her, won't she? After all, Eve is like a member of the family. Oh, you dears. That's very considerate of you. Thank you. But I want you to promise me that you won't go wandering around late at night like that again. It's just not safe. What with all those witches out there? There, come on. Buttons. We promise. I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry, too. No, I shouldn't say. It's nearly morning already. Why don't you both go and get yourselves cleaned up? I've already prepared breakfast, so jump to it. Yes, ma'am. Come to think of it, I'm so hungry I could eat one of Mary's goats. How about you, Luke? Don't make jokes like that. She will make you eat a goat.
Now that you mention it, I'm definitely ready for breakfast.
It is funny how, like, I'm seeing all this stuff, and as of late, well, one of the reasons why I had to skip last Wednesday is because of an incident involving health-related stuff with me, and one of them was sleep. Jeez. Oh, it was nuts. I had, like, very spotty, like, moments of sleep where I only had, like, 2 hours one night, and then 5 another, and then... That was some creepy stuff, and it's really nice to finally kind of be back on track with that. I hope things are stable. Because it's not fun running on, like, an empty tank of gas. You can't live off of caffeine your entire life. Not that I say that I do, but, like, there are some people that I have no idea how they burn the candle at both ends. I can't do that. Like, if I don't get a full amount of sleep, I'm just completely dead to the world. You certainly both love your food. Personally, I'd just like a little more sleep.
Right then, let's eat breakfast and make our way to the court.
Right you are, Professor. I'm sure a speller must be feeling lonely.
Oh, and Mr. Wright, could you perhaps take something from the bakery for her?
You bet. I'm sure Speller will be glad to get some of Patty's freshly baked bread. Come on! What are y'all waiting for? Breakfast is ready! All right, we're coming.
Well then, let's dig in.
Time to stuff ourselves full of every single confectionery in this bakery.
As it seems we are all ready to go, shall we make our way to the court? So does everyone remember how to get there?
Sure, we just head east from here. And it's on the other side of the forest, isn't it? Boy, Spella must be feeling so sad and lonely. Let's get a move on.
Let's go!
Rot. That ain't gonna be too hard. Back over here. Heading down to the detention center. Again, I hope it's set up exactly like the detention center in Phoenix Wright. Except with more metal bars. Coming back here makes me remember yesterday's trial.
Espella's still being held somewhere inside this building.
Yeah, it's up to us to get her out as soon as we can.
The first thing we should do is make sure we're allowed to see her.
Nope. Just blow right past the guards. You there! Yes, you! Oh! There's nothing like a confrontation first thing in the morning to keep you on your toes. We're here to, visit our client. It's not you who we're interested in. It's Dark Cat over there. He's to come with us immediately. What? What the heck did he do?
Who, sir? Me, sir?
Yes, sir, you, sir. What have you done this time? Professor, did you do something? I don't know. He's kind of the chillest person here. I don't know what he would even do.
I wonder what it could be. Luke, do you have any idea? Did you steal something and frame me?
Professor, I would never do such a thing.
Don't play innocent with us. The order came from the storyteller himself. You have been personally summoned to the audience room to see the storyteller. Ooh. Neat. So we are getting higher up on the hierarchy chain thing.
The audience room?
Meeting the storyteller in person is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a person. There's no one in all of Labyrinthia who wouldn't be proud to meet him. That goes for us knights too, although such an honor is almost unheard of. Nevertheless, those were the orders. To have Herschel Layton make his way to the audience room.
Very well. And in this audience room, the storyteller will be waiting to see me. Is that correct?
What? Why does the storyteller want to see you, Professor?
we've kind of been muddling around with shit. I'm sure he's just like, stop messing with my story. Yeah, what's going on here anyway?
Would it be possible to go there after having seen Miss Cantabella?
The storyteller's order is of the absolute highest priority. Nothing can take precedence.
But...
Not only that, but in any event, you are not permitted to see the accused, son of a bitch.
Why would that be?
Permission to see the accused is restricted to defender right... Oh. Sure, fair enough. Those are the orders.
Well, shoot.
What do you make of that, Professor?
I make of it basically like regular old legalese. Make of it what you will. Orders are orders.
Very well. Let's go and meet the storyteller.
That's more like it. Professor, are you really planning on meeting with a storyteller? It might be a trap.
While I do sense the potential for a scheme here, I'd be foolish to pass up the opportunity to meet with the town's creator. There are rather too many things I would like to ask him.
I see.
If the professor is going, then I'm going too. After all, I am the professor's apprentice rather.
Be careful, Luke. I'm sure you'll be just fine, as long as you stay with the professor.
I will, and please give Espella our best. Oh, and Maya, could you give Espella the bread from Miss Eclair?
Sure thing, Luke. It's a good thing they're a lot more lenient on stuff to just hand over to the witnesses. Or, you know, the accused of being guilty. Just like, here you go. Here's a full cake with nothing inside it. Well, if you finally finished talking, I would suggest wasting no more time. You'll find the audience room beyond the guard post, east of the Great Archive. And Defender, you should see the accused.
Well, it would seem we must go our separate ways for the time being.
Yeah, it looks like it. Well, take care, Professor.
And you, Mr. Wright. I wish you both luck.
And we're off. Getting back to Ace Attorney style stuff or something. Well, there they go. Do you think they'll be okay? The Professor and Luke? I think they can take care of themselves. Anyway, we should hurry up and talk to Espella. Right. Even though she tries to hide it, inside she must be terrified. What if she's found guilty of being a witch? What would we do then? Last night, we saw with our own eyes what they do to witches. Yeah, you get your ass burned. And we avoided that horrible fate. It's not right. Any world where things like that are allowed to happen isn't right. I know, Maya. But for now, we have no choice. We have to clear Espella of the charges. We need to focus on that, and that alone. The Great Witch Pizzella. I wonder why they suspect Espella of being her. I don't know. But if we're lucky, maybe she'll be able to shed some light on it. Hey, Defender! It's time for you to see the accused. Hopefully the mice have not been nibbling on her feet too much. Well, this is it, Nick. Sure is. Let's go, Maya. To the dungeon! Oh, shit. Yep, this is very old-timey. Yes, the Death Knell Dungeon. Holy shit. So there are no coins in the dungeon. Apt. I guess, yeah, let's just look around, I suppose. I don't like the look of those chains on the walls. This place looks scary, Nick. Let's see, locks. Can we find the key and get her the hell out of here? That seems to be everything. Okay. Espella time. How you doing, ma'am?
Mr. Wright, Maya.
Espella! So this is the Death Knell Dungeon. Looks more like solitary confinement to me.
Don't worry, I'm fine, really. I was a little surprised at how hard the bed was, though. Jesus, they make us sleep on rocks. Nothing but rocks. It's like a little bit of straw, and then the rest is rocks.
Spella? Oh, that's right. I have something for you here. The boss made it for you. Look, it's her special walnut bread. You should try it.
Aunt Patty made that for me? Oh, thank you, Maya.
We'll get you home soon. Then you can all sit down and eat Patty's freshly baked bread together. Yeah, that would be nice. We're gonna have you out of here soon, so don't you worry, Espella. Oh, don't you give me that look. No, we are defending you. Don't do that.
But are you sure you want to do that?
What are you talking about, Espella?
Do you really want to continue defending me, Mr. Wright?
What? Of course I do! What made you say that? I was interrogated for a very long time last night, and they made me say it.
You do both know what I've been charged with, don't you?
Sure we do. They are accusing you of being Bazella, the source of all witches here in Labyrinthia.
That's right. And anyone who defends such a suspect will also come under suspicion themselves. People are likely to criticize you and make you suffer, all on my account.
Well, you know what? If it turns out we're wrong, if they burn you and then it turns out all witches disappear, like, come on. What the hell are they going to do with me? It's not like they can have more witch trials.
I can't ask you to defend me. I don't want you suffering because of me.
Suffer enough at the hands of a lot of other people. Listen to me, Espella. We're already suffering just seeing you here in this prison. Do you honestly think we just stand around not doing anything?
Mr. Wright.
Hey, I think I got it, Espella. I bet you're just worried that Nick will slip up, the way he always does.
Huh?
Trust me, there's nothing to worry about. The professor and Luke are on our side, too.
No, that's not what I meant. I wouldn't think that at all. Mr. Wright, you were just amazing. You and Mr. Layton, both. It was like you were working magic together.
Well, that settles it then, Espella. And don't worry, we're gonna be there for you. We'll fight to the very end. The two of us, the professor, and Luke. We'll all be working together on this thing. We won't let you down. I would give you hugs, but you're behind a locked door. What's wrong, Espella?
It's just that the only one who's ever been this kind to me before is Aunt Patty. I don't know what to say.
Espella, I'm not sure how to say this, but it seems that the townsfolk are distancing themselves from you. It's as if they fear you for some reason. Yeah. I can't believe they'd all think a cute girl like you could be the Great Witch. Oh, I'm sure that everyone's going by the storybook tale. It's just been like, oh, the cute ones are always horrible. It's like the Flower Girl. Espella, we heard from High Inquisitor Darklaw that there's a reason why people are so suspicious of you. If it's okay with you, we'd like you to tell us what that reason is. The reason the townsfolk suspect you and why they are so distant. Cyclops? Oh, no, okay. She seems to be receptive.
All right. I guess I never had the chance to explain properly.
Nah.
It's true that the townsfolk look at me differently. And the reason for that is because I am
a man! No.
Well, Professor, we've reached the library. And the place where the storyteller is waiting for us is east of here, isn't it?
Indeed. According to the knights, the audience room is past the guard's post.
I wonder what the creator of Labyrinthia wants to talk to you about, Professor.
It's too soon to assume anything, Luke, but whatever it might be, I have a few things that I would like to ask him too. We should be thankful for this opportunity. This opportunity has come so soon. Yeah. Even if it is part of some scheme.
Let's go, Professor, to the audience room.
East of here. Okay. A lot of neat things east of here. Okay. How many hint coins have I found here? Okay, I found all of them. Guarded gate. Do I have more puzzles to solve here? I'm sure. Well, before I go and do puzzles, I'm going to stock up on coins. More random. Oh, hello. It's a good thing I have such a long arm, so that way I can just reach my way over there. Any loose coins hidden in the cobble? Or in the tower flags? Let me see. Or in the trees? No. I'm just going to start like... Oh, what did it? I like finding the coins first, just to make sure that I know that I haven't, like, lost them. Alright. Anything special here?
There's a current, so this moat has to be connected to a river or some other waterway.
Oh, little fish are swimming over there. It's quite pretty for a boat.
The water is very clean. I suppose there is a spring nearby.
This area is guarded pretty tight. Maybe the knights are keeping an eye on it.
Limiting the means of access to a bridge, supervised from the keeps, is a good way to keep intruders out.
It feels like they're not only looking out for witches, but trying to keep the townspeople out too.
That's hierarchy for you.
Common folk.
Okay, now if there's a... can I... Gate?
Opening and closing that heavy gate behind every visitor must be a bother.
You do what you do, man. Gotta do it.
The gods are very alert. We can be certain that this town's creator is nearby.
Alright, let's go.
Aren't you Herschel Layton the Hatter?
Well, I'm not a hatter, although I certainly am Herschel Layton. I've been told that my presence is requested in the audience room.
I've definitely heard something about that, but it's beyond me why.
Why, you take me for a commoner? Slap, bitch slap! Take my backhand, you bastard.
With all due respect, why would the storyteller invite mere commoners to the Oh, bullshit!
Aren't people normally allowed to visit?
Of course not! Both the audience room and the tower in which he resides are areas of strict surveillance. One does not simply visit the storyteller.
Did you say tower?
The storyteller's tower, naturally. Don't tell me you've never heard of it. He only comes out his tower to appear before the people in his parades. The audience room is where the storyteller comes whenever there is a parade. We, the Order of Knights, provide his protection from this guard post. We feel honored by his presence, even if he doesn't speak to us. We're very lonely. Please, give us words. Sweet little words. Morsels of conversation.
I see. There would seem we are extremely privileged to have been invited here.
Harumph! Don't let it get to your head. Wait here while I open the gate.
Come to think of it, during the parade, the storyteller did seem to be held in high esteem by all the townsfolk.
Indeed, Duke. After all, he is the author of this town's story. So he is effectively like some kind of god.
Like a god.
We are talking to God.
No! Someone tell me this isn't happening! Guard dead?
There seems to be some commotion over there.
Is that not... He's coming back, though.
Oh, wait, it's that knight. He's coming back this way, and he doesn't look too happy. This is bad. Really bad. What am I gonna do?
What's the matter?
Well, actually, Dark Hat, the gate won't open. Oh. It's broken, and I can't fix it! So what happens now? I wish I knew. What am I to do? We need to do something. I can't keep the storyteller waiting. If we do, there goes my career as a knight. Unless, aren't you two meant to be good at finding people?
Finding people? I wouldn't say we're particularly good.
Don't say that! I need your help here! There's one knight who is able to fix the gates, but he's busy training with the other knights. I'd like to call him back here without disturbing the others, but in armor they all look the same. The only way to identify him is to look for a knight with an unusually shaped sword.
Unusually shaped sword. How interesting.
Professor, doesn't that mean...
Indeed, my boy, it means we can tackle this the way we would a puzzle.
So, will you find him?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Puzzle times. Okay. Unusually long sword. Oh, shit. Not standard issue. It's lunchtime and the knights are all eager to eat their share. They have all stabbed their swords into the massive piece of meat at the same time. One of the swords is not standard knight issue and has an oddly curved blade. Examine the blades and find the owner of the strange sword. Okay. Oddly curved blade. Maybe it has something to do with the points. Just looking at the points, though, it doesn't look like there's anything particularly weird about them. I'm going to drop a hit coin just to see what the heck's happening here. Try using the memo function for this puzzle and draw a line from each of the knights to the points where the swords stick out of the meat. A line? You know, it would really help if I could frickin', like, draw these in a straighter line. So I've attempted to do that. Let me try this again. Take a look at the knight standing on the barrel. If you follow his sword to the other side, you will see that it is straight. Okay. So, we can take the barrel knight out of the equation. That is a straight one. So then what does that mean for all the other ones? I'm lost, I don't know. Next, look at the knight standing on the ladder off to the right. He, too, has a straight sword. Only 4 knights remain. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. If I had to say anything, it almost looks like the one... Actually, wait a minute. Look at the knight standing on the ladder off to the right. He, too, has a straight sword. I think the one that's, like, directly underneath him has got a weird-shaped sword. Sort of. Almost. I tried to draw my line straight, but I don't know if it worked out. Out of derps and giggles.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills.
Can't wait to see the answer to this one.
Expect no less from a gentleman.
Ah, okay, yeah, it's ever so slightly awkward. Okay. That makes sense. That's a strange sword. The smallest knight appears to be the one wielding a strange sword, and he's going to be the one that fixes the bridge? I suppose he's probably the small little grease monkey of the group. Thank you, Sir Hatter. I've been able to have it repaired immediately. I'm happy that I was able to do that without having to go out into town and find the damn guy. Just like, enough running around, please.
I'm glad you were able to fix it.
A puzzle like that is a piece of cake for the professor.
As I suspected all along, you're certainly no ordinary gentleman. Sir Hatter Herschel Layton shall henceforth be allowed to pass through this gate freely.
Thank you, kind sir.
Please make your way to the storyteller as swiftly as possible, and hopefully with less puzzles. But with Layton, that's a very, very empty promise. Oh dear. Yeah, it looks like we're stopping right in the middle. What do people want now? Oh, I see there's a puzzle of some kind here. It said it was hidden. Face palms? Hello?
Wow! No matter where I look, there are knights everywhere!
Yes, indeed. The knights have their guard posts on this side of the gate. Given the grandness of the scale, I imagine they are living here too.
But I wonder exactly where around here we're supposed to meet the storyteller. That knight said to go to the audience room, wherever that is. With a name as grand as audience room, you'd think it would be easy to notice.
Well, the gigantic tower thing over there, probably.
Luke, can you see the long flight of stairs over there? You blind little fool. I think we should go take a look.
A flight of stairs? Ah, I see it! There's also a building over there. Looks rather stately. Do you think that's where the audience room is?
Indeed, my boy. However, there seems to be something going on over there. And from the looks of things, I don't think we'll be able to just ignore it and stroll right by. At any rate, let's go take a look.
Right. Well, there's a hidden puzzle, apparently. And also hidden coins! I need to make up for all the coins that I used on a whole bunch of puzzles. I don't know. I've been net gaining a whole lot of them. I just hope I don't get to a point where it's suddenly, you know, tits up.
Enthusiastic shouts and clinking of metal can be heard from the other side. A training session?
Seeing the knights practice has rekindled my passion for fencing. Perhaps I should join them.
You are going to die, sir.
But aren't swords useless against witchcraft?
Perhaps. Depends on how quickly you can stab the witch.
Oh, I can hear the horse in there. I'd like to chat with them.
It's a big stable. It just shows how important horses are for getting around here in Labyrinthia.
The horses are all in a good mood. They're neighing. The hay's so good!
Goody goody. Yeah, I had no idea he had the ability to, like, listen to animals. I feel like that seems like one of those holy shit type of moments. Like something you figure out at, like, the midway point of one of the original games or something.
Professor, the storyteller's chariot's from the parade.
So this is where it's parked when not in use.
We need to save Mrs. Speller before the next parade.
Alright. What are you going on about? This is no good. It's been 3 days and 3 nights, but I still don't get it.
What is it that you don't understand?
Whoa, don't frighten me like that. How long have you been there?
We've been here for quite some time now.
Well, I suppose I can tell you. See, I've been doing my mind training. Us knights must train, not only physically, but mentally too.
Training of the mind. How delightful. As a gentleman, I always endeavor to keep my thinking flexible too.
Your comment eludes such exudes! Holy shit! I think I might need some brain training. Exudes confidence. And you are so self-assured, why not try solving this puzzle? This is a chess puzzle based on a brave fight between knights. Uh-oh. The trouble is, no matter how hard I try, I cannot defeat the Black Knight. Uh-oh. This might be bad. Shit. I'm not good at chess. 2 opposing sets of knight chess pieces are engaged in battle. In order to win, your chess piece must topple the enemy pieces. Chess knights move 2 squares forward and 1 square perpendicular on each chess. I might skip this puzzle. Holy shit. I don't like chess. I am not a very good chess player. And also, well, actually, wait a minute. It doesn't look like this is, this doesn't look like this is standard chess. It looks like some kind of a weird movement, crisscross pattern thing. The board is filled with pits and spaces that will move your pieces in the direction shown. Shit. Okay. I see. Okay. So a whole lot of these mean death. Yep. Let's see. This is actually a heck of a lot easier than I originally thought it would be. Okay. Gotta take out the knight. But how would one do that? Okay. Oh boy. Hey, Knight. How you doing, friend? That is just gonna put me in a pit. Hello. Sucker. Wow, really?
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills. You should expect no less from
Even I know how the chess pieces actually move. Well done, checkmate. At least it wasn't making me do an entire thing of chess. Whoa, you beat the Black Knight! If I can just remember how you did that. Alright, now, if I can beat him, he can keep guard of this area next week instead of me. Keep guard. Instead of you. No, shush. I'm purely for mind training. Believe me, it sounds a little fishy to me. Indeed it does. Okay. Who's this guy? Haven't seen him before. Oh, dear God, Cutter.
How many times I gotta tell you? I ain't this suspicious guy you're after.
And you expect us to believe you just because you say so, eh? Look at the scar. You're clearly suspicious. You could save us all time and trouble here. Just admit your guilt and be done with it.
You gotta be kidding me. This is a false accusation. Come on. Why won't you listen to me? I admit my face might look a little scary, sure, but I'm telling you straight. My pals are always saying there's no one with a pure heart of gold and old Cutter.
Oh, spare me. We're getting nowhere here. Hey, Knights. Yes, sir. Put this miserable wretch into solitary confinement. Yes, sir, Captain.
Oi, what are you doing? I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you. You seem to have your hands full here. May I ask what happened?
Hey, if it isn't you two. Do you mean to tell me you're the ones that the storyteller has summoned? That's us, all right. So you can't go chasing us around the way you did before. Rats.
By the way, Captain, what was that man being accused of?
What has he done? He is guilty of carrying out a heinous crime of assault and theft.
How many times I gotta say it? It weren't me. It's a false accusation. I'm totally innocent.
Silence! Who else could have done it?
Could you tell me a little more about this?
Well, I had a feeling you'd want to know. You seem like the... poking your nose into other people's business. You seem to like it. A series of thefts has been occurring in this town, and at the same time, a suspicious figure has been sighted. Now I ask you, does this man not look suspicious to you? Clearly, it has to be him.
You got it all wrong. I heard there was a thief in the area. That's why I teamed up with them townsfolk to keep a lookout for the blighter. And that ain't all. I even found a way to make sure every dang corner of the town was covered. We placed ourselves in positions where we didn't obstruct one another's line of sight. Catch my drift? This suspicious figure you guys mentioned. There ain't no way that was me. So you're saying that you watched every part of the town while at the same time avoiding overlapping each other's search? That's impossible. You committed the crime and are lying to cover yourself. Oh, shit. My work is needed here. I wonder if you perhaps mistaken. It might just be true. For example, if they position themselves like this.
Alright. Position them in such a way that they can cover as much ground as possible without cutting into each other's line of sight. So I placed you down here previously. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got it. That. And you! Hey, hey, hey!
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills. Come what may, puzzles...
See, I like these puzzles. They can look really complicated, like, right from the start, but if you really think through them, you can figure them out. Turns out the dubious-looking gentleman was telling the truth.
I would never have guessed such a solution could exist. So do you believe me now? I was telling the truth. The real culprit must still be on the loose, going around stealing stuff in broad daylight.
Man, it looks like we got no choice. Let him go. We better head back to the crime scene and go over it again with a fine-tooth comb. Yes, Captain. Turns out he actually was the one that was guilty, and I just let a criminal back on the lam. Oops.
Well, I'm glad we were able to sort out the misunderstanding.
I don't know who you two are, but you're a bit too sharp to be some regular townsfolk.
Not at all. We're nothing so special. Just a couple of regular English gentlemen.
English, eh? So what is that, your title? Well, whatever it may be, it's not normal to be summoned directly by the storyteller himself. It would appear you are indeed something special. The storyteller is in the audience room. I wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. As for the audience room, it's in the building atop those stairs.
And that building up there, just as we thought. Thank you.
Just mind your manners when in the presence of the storyteller, you hear me? If I hear any signs of trouble, you'll regret it.
We'll be on our best behavior, so please keep your hand off your sword. You're scaring me.
It just goes to show how highly the knights regard the storyteller. Now then, let's move on, Luke.
Right, let's go, Professor.
Up and at him. Okay, can we finally get to meet the storyteller now? Very curious. I would like to know a little bit more about this individual. Looks like we got one more puzzle.
The storyteller should be in here, right? I'm starting to feel a little nervous. This area is totally deserted. All I can hear is the wind.
It looks as if not even the knights are allowed to come up here.
He really is treated almost like a god. I wonder what someone like that wants to talk to us about.
Well, if it's a god, clearly they're trying to smite us. But there's a hidden puzzle in here, apparently. Also, gems. Oh, shit. What?
What's this?
What is it, Professor?
Have a look at this, Luke. There's a puzzle concealed here. In a situation like this, perhaps solving a puzzle might help to relieve stress.
I think you're right, Professor. Let's let the storyteller, the god, wait a little while longer.
No problem.
Ghosts. Rotating room. Ghastly figures now haunt the interior of this mysterious mansion, and I have been tasked with ridding the halls of their ilk. If I am to succeed in my mission, I must light all the candles to vanquish these fiends. Okay. So all those candles that are not lit, I need to light. This room seems to rotate. Use this to my advantage and rotate this room so I might be able to reach the candles. The candles will light up or extinguish each time the night passes it. Crap. Okay. Very well. So. Looks like I can't do it that way. Hold on. Okay, that one's lit. That you? Oh, if I light this one, then the other one goes off, though. Oh well. Like that. Like this. And like that. Took some time and a lot of fiddling around, but I got it.
Puzzle-solving skills. Ah, the joy of solving puzzles.
It's very convenient that people just keep making these things to solve for us. Alright, so now that's random aside happen.
He doesn't seem to be a trap.
I don't know! That seems kind of ominous.
What if, once you're in, you can't get out?
We should proceed with caution.
Giant pylons.
I can make out the outline of a tall building in the fog. This could be the town the knight spoke of. Tower, rather.
It could rival a skyscraper. They didn't have buildings like that in the Middle Ages, surely.
Yeah, but we're not in standard Middle Ages. This is advanced Middle Ages. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Hello. More coinage. Alright.
Huh? Professor? The door won't open. Hello? Is anybody there?
You ever learned to knock, boy?
No reply.
It appears there's no keyhole. This is no ordinary lock mechanism.
Inviting someone to visit you only to lock them out? That's a bit rude.
Just a moment, Luke. If you look closely, you'll see there's a puzzle built in there. Of course there's a puzzle built into the damn door. I believe this may be a test, Luke. A test to determine whether we qualify for an audience with the storyteller or not.
That's a bit off, isn't it? But when it comes to puzzles, we'll be glad to oblige, won't we, Professor?
Indeed, my boy. Let's show our mettle.
Okay. Key puzzle. Decipher the door. Here is a panel of numbers. The numbers range between 1 and 6. Touching the buttons on the touchscreen will increase and decrease the numbers. Arrange the numbers to read 3333. Do you think you could do it in only 4 turns? I feel like I'm going to need a hint coin for this one. Jesus. Let me see. Going with the shortest route possible means completing the puzzle in 4 steps. You will only press the bottom button once. Why not start with that? Okay. Nope, not quite. Let me think. Hey! Alright, there we go.
Allow me to show you my puzzle solving.
God, can you imagine doing that for more than 4 turns?
You should
That'd be
expect
insane.
no less from a gentleman.
What the hell is even... all the picarettes that I'm collecting, what's that going to amount to aside from points? Looks like the gate's opening. I saw a thing about things being fun, but no.
That should open the door.
It would seem that we have proven ourselves worthy.
Labyrinthia's creator is waiting for us inside.
The creator of this town. I wonder what he intends to say.
You're ruining my fanfic. Get out of my world.
Are you all right, Luke? I imagine you must be a little nervous.
Who, me? Well, to be honest, I suppose I am. Just a little. But don't worry, Professor. I can do this. Let's go. Let's meet the storyteller.
Very well. Muster your courage. We're going in.
Right you are, Professor.
So we've not seen a look at this guy aside from that parade. What's he like? Is he just as ominous as he appears to be, or is he just a pathetic old fool? Hey, pathetic old fool!
Thus the guests finally made their appearance.
Ah, hello there.
You look like a Merlin. Wouldn't be surprised if you are the most warlock of these witches and warlocks.
I bid you welcome to Labyrinthia, the town governed by stories.
Good day, sir. Well, specifically your story.
I've been waiting for you, Herschel Layton.
I believe I should say, it is an honor, Mr. Storyteller.
You're the creator of Labyrinthia. But why did you call the professor here?
I have summoned you so that I may ask you why you are here.
Dude, same could be said on our end. Like, why? We have no idea.
I beg your pardon?
What are you talking about?
In writing the story, I provide everything, and in turn, take everything away. I give each person a story, and weave their intertwining webs of fate. However, it would appear that interlopers have found their way into the story. The two of you.
Okay, so let's try and think about this. Some kind of a theory here. Again, I believe these witches have somehow managed to make their way into our real world and are just messing around with people. And they just happen to pick the wrong people to decide to suck into this world, because we're going to take these people down.
You mean to say that my presence here was not written in your story?
Precisely. And so I must ask you, exactly how did you find your way into this world?
In truth, we found ourselves here somewhat inadvertently. We were brought here by a book. A book called the Historia Labyrinthia.
Is that the same book that he has in his hands right the hell now?
I am led to believe it was you who wrote that book. Surely you cannot deny it.
It would appear I have found it. The source of the corruption within my story.
Corruption?
In other words, you consider our presence to be a hindrance to your story. Is that correct?
Not only you. There was another man who tried to change the course of my story.
Ah,
Oh dear. Well, sorry.
You mean Carmina Accidenti?
Yep.
Carmine. So, there is a connection between him and the two of you after all.
What the hell was Carmine even doing?
Your presence here is, shall I say, a slight inconvenience. The story of Labyrinthia is about to take a turn towards its grand finale.
grand finale?
Indeed, a conclusion that requires a climax of epic proportions.
Well, let us join in. Why can't we be a part of the climax? Just, let us know. We're totally fine.
The identity of the great witch Bazella is made public. She is tried in the court and finally destroyed.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we can't do that, buddy.
At last, peace will be restored to the town. The final scenario is close at hand.
The identity of the Great Witch? Do you mean...
We have to somehow convince this asshole to change his story.
It's true that the townsfolk look at me in a different way. And the reason for that is because...
Right, we were left on this cliffhanger.
I am the storyteller's daughter.
You're... What? Spella? You're the storyteller's daughter? I didn't see that coming.
When I first came down into the town, everyone was friendly. Perhaps they thought that if they got to know me, things would go well for them. That was the impression I had.
That sounds like the kind of thing people would probably do. So, yeah, butter up on the god's daughter. Yep. Nope, we are good citizens. Here, have all the bread in the world. But obviously not me. I wouldn't do anything like that. No one's accusing you of anything, Maya.
But unfortunately, things didn't work out the way people hoped they would.
Well, people should realize that good things don't come easy.
Then one day, someone just happened to bump into me and in the town, and I was knocked over. Later that night, that same person was attacked by a witch and killed by her magic.
Oh, beer. Oh, dear. So the beers...
Sorry, got the drunkish shit in my head still.
I don't know whether it was just a coincidence or not, but after that, everyone's attitude towards me changed. They started saying things like, "It's best to keep away from her," or "You'll have a bad story written about you." All because I'm the storyteller's daughter.
Well, it's not that you'll have a bad story told about you. It's just, if you're an asshole to her, then the story will turn bad for you. So that's fine. What's the storyteller thinking? What do you mean? Well, he has his daughter stuck in a place like this, and if he didn't write such a bad story, she wouldn't have to suffer like this. You have a good point there, Maya. Anyway, the investigation has only just begun. Espella, if it's okay with you, I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Of course, I'd like to help in any way I can.
I've got to gather as much information as I can. All right. Ask Espella about, yep, regular old grilling like your regular Phoenix, right, Ace Attorney? Storyteller. This might be difficult for you to answer, but why are you not living with the storyteller? I mean, with your father.
I did live with him before. We lived together on the edge of the town, in the Storyteller's Tower.
The Storyteller's Tower.
When I was little, he was very kind and always listened to what I had to say. But then, at some point or other, he started to become distant. If you think about it, I guess it's only natural, because he had to write the story for every single person in town. Espella. And he became busier and busier. I was left alone in the tower. And that's the reason I decided to leave home with Eve and live in the town. I stayed with Aunt Patty and helped out at the bakery. Now you two are at the shop too, but my dad...
Too much bread. Overflux of bread. Must kill daughter to keep bread stable. What's the deal with the storyteller? I can't believe he'd write a story where his own daughter is the Great Witch Bezella. Maybe the professor will be able to find out the storyteller's true motives? I should ask Isabella about... Patty. And what about Patty? Does she know anything about your past? Have you ever told her that you're the storyteller's daughter?
Yeah, she knows. When the other people in town started avoiding me, Aunt Patty was the only one who stood by me the whole time.
Yeah, Patty's always looking out for you.
There's so much I have to thank her for. It's been 5 years since I left my dad and started living with Aunt Patty. She's always been so kind. She's been like a mother to me.
Now that you mention it, what about your real mother? Oh, that's interesting.
Actually, I can't remember anything about...
Oh, God. Oh, she's dead. Probably dead. Either that or somebody else. I don't know. There's a lot of story little lines here that I'm sort of brewing in my own head, just being like, is Darklaw related to this at all?
According to my dad, she died in an accident when I was still young.
Maybe he's, like, reclusified himself into his books and stuff and writing this crazy story since she died.
And that's really all I know. He didn't tell me any more after that than that.
I see. I should ask Espella about this witch, this bitch of a witch. Espella, we believe in you. There's no way you can be the Great Witch Bezella. That's right. That's why we'll find the real Great Witch.
The real Great Witch. But the Great Witch is only a character of legend. How could you possibly find her?
Well, admittedly, at the moment we have no real leads. Actually, to be honest, we know next to nothing about Labyrinthia. We were supposed to have been living with you for 5 years now, but that memory turned out to be completely phony. Do you have any ideas at all, Espella? Anything that could give us a clue? I guess it's a lot to ask.
All magic-related incidents are thoroughly investigated by the Knights of the Inquisition. And if there were any clues as to the whereabouts of the Great Witch, then I believe they would have found them.
Nah, I guess you're right.
As far as I know, there's not a single incident that has remained unsolved by the Inquisitors.
Wait a minute. That's not right. What is it, Maya? The part about there being no unsolved incidents left.
What?
Last night, me and Luke ran into High Inquisitor Darklaw. Wait, what? You saw High Inquisitor Darklaw? Yep. She said she was investigating some kind of incident with magic. She said it took place 3 months ago, I think. Apparently, it's the only incident that has remained unsolved. Hello, lead. An unsolved incident. I hope I do some investigating of a crime scene or something. I have not done that in this game, and I'm itching for it.
Oh, now that you mention it, I remember hearing rumors about such a case.
The only magic incident in Labyrinthia to remain unsolved, huh? Espella, about the incident, could you tell us about it in more detail? I'll have to ask you to stop right now. Oh, fuck. Visiting time is up. You're to leave immediately. Okay. Sure. No way! We just got to the good part!
Mr. Wright, Maya! I really don't know much about that incident, but perhaps you could try asking an Inquisitor about it.
Okay, Espella. Thanks for the help. Alright, we'll see you again real soon. Keep your spirits up, Espella!
Thank you. Take care, both of you.
So at least we're not completely high and dry.
When will they discover I am the evil?
No.
Mr. Right, Maya. They're both doing so much for me. I wonder if there's anything I could do for both of them in return. The Great Witch Bazella. But until now, I hadn't given it much thought.
Eh? Who slipped something under the door?
The Great Witch. The legendary fire. Flames. Inferno. Oh my... What is this? My head hurts.
Oh, don't slip shit into your brain. Well, crap. You didn't do it. Don't think like that.
Oh, what was that? That inferno.
You didn't do nothing!
Things, my memories.
No, they weren't. I reject your reality and substitute my own. It's okay. I ripped out that part of the story and I just glued one in. No, it wasn't actually a glue. It's just a post-it note. Just like, you didn't do it. This town's one and only unsolved incident of magic. I'm sure she said something about an alchemist who lost their life to a witch. A murder case, eh? That's something we are good with. An alchemist was attacked. That sounds like a serious case. You got that from High Inquisitor Darklaw, right? That's right. When I was searching for evil last night. I meant to tell you about it, but it totally slipped my mind. The only unsolved incident, huh? That's suspicious, alright. This might just be the lead that'll take us to the Great Witch. Okay, let's get to investigating. We can do this thing. Yeah, so, I guess first we should check out the Inquisitor's Hall, right? We might just learn something there. Sure, let's get going. On the other hand, we may just learn how unwelcome we are there. Hey, come on, Nick! Enough with that wishy-washy attitude. I didn't even say anything. Right then. Well, with that being said, I think I would like to leave it off for tonight. Because I've been going on for quite a long period of time. I'm still ever so slightly recovering from, like, some of, like, the weird sleep-deprived nonsense. Like, I'm in a good state right now, but I'm still a little bit just sore and weak and a little bit tired, and I'd like to chill out for the rest of the night and noodle around with some stuff. That should do it. And on top of that, I do have some other stuff that I would like to plan for tomorrow, since we are streaming tomorrow. So I think we are going to cut it off for today. So thanks everybody who popped into the chat to watch me stream, or that say hello in the chat. I appreciate it very, very much. If you want to take a look at this episode after it's done, I'm going to be processing it, and I will be uploading it to the YouTube channel. I'll probably also be doing some editing just to cut through a couple of the puzzles where I ended up getting, like, ridiculously stuck. Although I should mention, processing is going to be a lot easier now that I've learned that apparently there's a much easier way to do it in OBS itself. Whoopsie doodle. So, yeah, that's a thing. And I'll be getting on top of that as soon as I can. Unfortunately, I've gotten into a backlog situation again with some episodes. I haven't been uploading them to the YouTube. Again, mainly because I've just been very busy. There's a lot of stuff I've been working on as of late, and that's not going to slow down anytime soon. I got a lot of shit. But anyways, I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, all of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you want to know some other stuff that I am currently doing, or stuff that's currently lined up, I'm planning on doing some horror type of games, or at least some sort of like spookier types of games, coming up pretty soon for the stream, probably on Sundays. And then, of course, I noticed that on Wednesday, Halloween is happening, and I'm streaming that day, so I got to do something there. Not sure what, though. I'll figure that out when I get across that bridge. If you want to know my regular stuff, I've been doing a bunch of, well, the Ace Attorney thing. I've been doing this retrospective of the Ace Attorney games since I haven't played the entirety of the series, and I'm taking this little aside before I move over to Dual Destinies, which, oh, I'm looking forward to. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to maybe, like, halfway point this and then do the rest of it later. Yeah, or maybe just, like, continue to do it. We're on Chapter 3. I forget how many chapters there are. I think there's, like, 10. Dear God. It's still a fairly big-ass game. I've been doing Hat in Time-related stuff, so I've just, like, the regular game, the DLC that recently came out. I've also been playing Hat in Time mods just because, oh, there's some fun, ridiculous, nonsensical things happening in that community. Other stuff. I'd like to do a VR stream once I finally, like, you know, get myself back into working order here. Other stuff? Other things? There's some other stuff that I know I want to get on. Thing is, I've wanted to try and play Hollow Knight. I might just do that after Halloween, because that's more of a long-term thing that I feel like I would want to be doing. I just feel like Hollow Knight will probably exist for a little bit longer than the amount of days that exist within this month at this stage. Or at least the ones that I've been streaming. Okay. Enough of my ramble. I'm going to get a move on here. Again, thanks for coming out. See you next time.